these are some chunks. Chunks, literally chunk mean a big piece or big piece of meat, something like that. In language context, chunk mean certain words or sentences that you can use to start the conversation and to explore about other. For example, if you come across with your colleague or friend or even a family member, you want to start the conversation, and you can say, how is it going on? Or how is it going? यानी कैसा चल रहा है? How is everything? How are things happening with you? So this is the translation of this sentence. And then we have long time no see. यानी अगर आप काफी अरसे के बाद किसी से मिलते हैं, if you come across with someone after a long time, you can use this sentence, long time no see. Long time no see. This means that you haven't met the person for a long time. And then we have another change. How's everything? When you meet someone, how's everything with you? Or how's everything? So this is how you can finish your sentence. You explore about different things about a particular person. Then what have you been up to? यानी आप क्या करते रहे? For example, if you, how is it going? Or long time no see. Long time no see के बाद आप ये sentence use कर सकते हैं. What have you been up to? आप क्या करते रहे या आप किस चीज पे हैं? So this is how you can use sense to start the conversation and to show your expression or feelings about the other person. Then we have introducing topic. जब हम किसी से मिलते हैं and we do not know how to start the conversation, so the idea is just think about something and start the conversation. So how you can start the conversation? For example, by the way, and then you can ask a question, or you can make a statement and you can tell something. By the way, where have you been? By the way, where have you been? By the way, where were you? By the way, where were you? And then to be honest. To be honest is used for certain statements where is a truth and where you are sincere to someone. To be honest is not fine. If somebody asks you about something, if someone consults with you, कोई आपसे consult करता है, then you can say to be honest. And you know, it's been long since we see each other. यानी ये sentence वो है जब आप किसी को दूर से देखते हैं या करीब से देखते हैं और आप उससे conversation करना चाहते हैं. And you can use this one. You know क्या आप जानते हैं, it's been long since we see each other, यानी बहुत देर हो गई हम एक दूसरे से नहीं मिले. So this is how you can use these sentences. So these are some compliments that you can use when you introduce your family members or you talk about your family members. For example, it sounds you get on well. यानी जब कोई बताता है कि I have good relationship with my family members, then you can respond, it sounds you get on well with your family members. इसका मतलब है आप अपने family members के साथ बहुत अच्छे हैं. And then it sounds or seems का मतलब है जब आप कोई चीज में सामने देखते हैं या महसूस करते हैं या किसी की बातों से आपको महसूस होता है. इट साउंड्स और सीम्स दोनों में से आप कोई भी यूज कर सकते हैं. यू आर हैप्पी फैमिली. व्हेन यू टेल अबाउट योर फैमिली दैट यू लिव टुगेदर, यू गो आउट एंड यू आर हैप्पी फैमिली, देन अगर आप ये बताते हैं तो हो सकता है दूसरा बंदा ये रिस्पॉन्ड इस तरह से रिस्पॉन्ड करे. एंड इफ समबडी टेल्स यू about the happiness of his family or the family members, then you can respond by using this sentence. It sounds or seems you are a happy family. And then another compliment, it sounds or seems or it look like. So these are the three options that you can choose. It sounds, it seems, it look like. You have differences. यानी अगर आप किसी चीज के बारे में फैमिली मेंबर से या आपके differences है, for example you can say I was mean to my sister when I was young. यानी जब मैं छोटा था तो मेरी अपनी sisters के साथ इख्तलाफात थे. Or you can say I do not live with my family, or I do not meet my family often. यानी मैं अपनी family से अक्सर नहीं मिलता. I do not meet with my family most often. यानी मैं अक्सर अपनी family से नहीं मिलता. You can use this sentence. You can use it sound or it seems or it look like you have differences. यानी ऐसे लगता है जैसे आप में इख्तलाफात हैं. And then or you look like यानी जब आप किसी से मिलते जुलते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ योर फेस इज सिमिलर टू योर ब्रदर एंड सिस्टर पेरेंट्स फेस, सो इस चीज को रिजेम्बलेंस कहते हैं. रिजेम्बलेंस मीन्स यू हैव अ सिमिलर फेस और क्लोज टू योर फैमिली मेंबर्स, यानी फैमिली मेंबर्स की फेसेस से क्लोज हैं. सो यू कैन यूज टू वर्ड्स लुक अलाइक. Look alike, A-L-I-K-E, or you resemble. You resemble with your brother, you resemble with your father, you resemble with your mother. यानी आपका चेहरा, आपकी मुशाबिहत आपके पेरेंट्स या भाई से है. You also can say you got the face of your father. यानी आपका चेहरा तो बिल्कुल आपके अब्बू का है. You got the face of your mother. You got the face of your sister. You got the face of your friend. यानी आपका चेहरा तो आपके दोस्त से मिलता है. So we can use as an alternate to these. You got the face of your siblings. यानी आपके बहन भाइयों से आपका चेहरा मिलता है. And then we have another compliment. I love meeting my cousins. यानी अगर आपको अपनी family members से मिलना अच्छा लगता है, if you like to meet your family members most often, you can say I love meeting I love meeting my cousin, I love meeting my brothers, I love meeting my maternal यानी maternal family यानी अम्मी की family, paternal family यानी कि अब्बू की family. And then you can say I love spending time with my sister's children यानी अपनी बहन के बच्चों से मिलना मुझे अच्छा लगता है. I love meeting with my brother's children. I love spending time यानी उनके साथ वक्त गुजारना. I love spending time with my family members. And then we have another one. I was mean to my sister. If someone asks you, अगर कोई आपसे पूछता है, how was your relationship with your brothers and sister or siblings when you were a child, जब एक बच्चे थे. So normally we express our feelings in a true way because past के बारे में जब आप बात करते हैं तो naturally आप सच ही बोलते हैं. I was mean to my brother or sister यानी मैं अपने बहन भाइयों से अच्छा नहीं था in childhood बचपन में, but now we have great relationship. लेकिन अब हमारा रवैया बड़ा अच्छा है, हमारा ताल्लुक बड़ा अच्छा है. So this is how you can use different sentences when you are talking about your family. We have some personal compliments, comments और फ्रेंडली कम्प्लीमेंट्स. जब हम अपने किसी बहुत ही क्लोज दोस्त से मिलें, बहुत ही फास्ट फ्रेंड से मिलें, तो सर्टेन कम्प्लीमेंट्स हैं जो कि हम कह सकते हैं, जो कि हम हर एक को तो नहीं खैर कह सकते. फॉर एग्जांपल, यू लुक ग्रेट, ये हर किसी के लिए यूज हो सकता है. इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट फ्रेंड्स, इट्स फॉर एवरीवन. यू लुक ग्रेट, और आप कह सकते हैं यू लुक ब्रिलियंट. यू लुक फ्रेश, अगर कोई तरोताजा दिखाई देता है. You look awesome, OWSOME. This means exceptionally great, exceptionally good. You look awesome यानी बहुत अच्छे दिखाई देते हैं. You look impressive, अगर किसी की जो characteristics हैं, किसी का behavior है, किसी की जो gestures हैं, किसी की जो appearance है लिबास के एतबार से, वो बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं. You can say you look impressive. ये तमाम दोस्तों के लिए यूज होता है. You look sad, अगर कोई sad हो, अगर कोई उदास हो, you look sad. You look unhappy, इनमें से कोई वर्ड आप यूज करें. You look dejected, DEJECTED. You look dejected. You look forlorn यानी उदास ठकराया हुआ. You look awful, AWFUL. This means very bad in condition. You look serious, आप संजीदा दिखाई देते हैं. And these are some comments or compliments that you can particularly use for children who are close to you or your friends who are close to you, not for everyone. You can say you naughty यानी तुम शरारती हो. You cunning, मक्कार के लिए. Oh, you beauty, ये है जो आप किसी की खूबसूरती के लिए कहना चाहते हैं. Oh, you beauty. याद रखिए, हर एहतियात करनी चाहिए because you normally say someone who either you are inspired by appearances or whatever it is, the beauty. So you use, and this line is particularly about very, very close friends, not for everyone. You cheeky bastard. This is not a good sentence or a good word. Normally you say if you are you can say troubled by someone's mischievous attitude, then you can say you cheeky bastard. Or someone tries to play with you. Play in a means someone tries to dodge you, or you get stuck by someone in a way that you do not like that, and you say you cheeky bastard. So it's a very wrong sentence, but we normally use it. And then we have the last thing, degrees of comparison. जब आप दो चीजों को compare करते हैं, as I talked about family and comparison. So when you talk about I have a tiny family, I have a small family. Small, this is a small. Smaller, उससे छोटी. Smallest, सबसे छोटी. Normally you use degrees of comparison like positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree to compare different things. For instance, here we are small, smaller, smallest. Small, छोटा. Smaller, इससे छोटा. Smallest, जो सबसे छोटा होता है, which is the smallest one. So again, big, that's a big, बड़ा. Bigger, इससे बड़ा. Biggest is very large, very big. And you can say, then you have intelligent, and you say more intelligent for comparative degree, and the most intelligent. This means the person is extremely intelligent in terms of characteristics, in terms of wisdom, in terms of anything you want. But what's the rule? For positive, if a word has a single syllable, if a word has a single sound, then you use, for positive, you do not change anything, and you use ER for any word that has a single sound or single syllable. Like small, you add ER at the end of the word. And if you want to make it a superlative degree, you use ESD after small. After small, you use ESD. So this is how you make superlative degree. And the similar is with big, bigger, and biggest, because there is a single syllable. There is a single sound for a word. But there are other words which do not have single sound. For example, intelligent. intelligent, multiple syllables, multiple sound. So in this context, if a word doesn't have a single sound, you use positive as it is, no change, but you use more, more, before intelligent to compare something. He's more intelligent than me, यानी वो मुझसे ज़्यादा intelligent है. And if you want to make it a superlative, then you use most, most, the most. He is the most intelligent boy in the class, यानी वो क्लास में सबसे intelligent लड़का है. So rule is simple, positive, no change if a syllable, if a word has two sounds, and then for comparative we use er, and then for superlative we use est. Remember, if a word has more than one sound and it is ending on y, अगर कोई लफ्ज़ y पे end कर रहा है, we do not use er, we use ier. We use replace y with I, with the word I. हम I से replace करते हैं और उसके बाद er लगाएंगे. And the similar notion will be followed with the superlative degree. Sorry, we use est and we use most, and we also use the thed before the word. The most beautiful person, the most intelligent person. There is another lesson on my YouTube channel, English for Everyone, about degrees of comparison. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks again.